Interesting discussion. I think the question here is not the buying or the selling. I think it's what is happening in the lives of the people who are using this oil. Because if at the end of the day people are going to be attracted to the oil and begin to believe that it is in the oil, like my brothers just alluded to, that it is the prayer behind the oil, it's the prophet who is praying, it's the church, the coming together of a congregation of believers who are praying to God, and they are believing that God can heal. That is fine. But there is this thin line which comes in where people, perhaps they lose contact with the pastor or the evangelist or the man of God, the prophet, and begin to follow the prophet. You see, pastors are posters. They are not supposed to be the end. And if a prophet, if a man of God, a priest begins to manifest like John the Baptist says, no, I am not the Christ. I am just the voice. And when Christ appears, then people have to follow Christ, okay? And this is what we call, in my church, we call it the abuse of oil. Okay, meaning there is the right use of oil which has been appropriated, but if people begin to seek the oil independent of the priest, independent of the context in which it's supposed to be administered, then there is a problem there. And I think it's not a question to say now, when is it bought, is it sold later on? Well, I have had people who have come to me and said, Father Lupupa, can you bless this oil for me? They have bought it from the chemist, and there are some chemists that have packaged it and they have written on it anointing oil, okay? Which means on the side of the person who is selling it, it's business. And then when it comes to the pastor who has to bless it, perhaps is attracted to how much there is going to be the difference, then it becomes business. And that is why you're calling it, is it business or is it miracles? Okay, so it is not us to, I don't think it is us to defend the oil. We are not about the oil. I think we are above the oil. In fact, the oil cannot be there, but God will still touch his people.
That's it.
God will still minister to the people. And I don't think my brothers are hooked to the oil. They can do without the oil. God will still come and manifest himself.
See, the object of your faith must be Christ himself.
Exactly.
He is the healer. He is